Well, good Monday morning to you. My name is Josh, and I get the absolute pleasure of serving as the Online Ministries Director right here at Pekin First. And as you can tell, I'm coming to you from a little different of a location today. So because of the ice and the snow, part of my job is, part of my daytime job is to maintain some parking lots that our company owns and things like that. And getting up this morning and everything is so icy, I had to get up this morning and make sure that everything was salted. So I am coming to you live this morning, which is also very odd. Usually these things are edited and all those things, the podcasts are, but this one is not. This is a live podcast. So coming to you from in Peoria from my day job, and we're going to go over all the cool things that are happening here at Pekin First. It's just, it's a great way to get involved in the community. All kinds of things going on. So let's start out with a little bit of a recap first. Actually, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast. Yes, this will be going on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and it is live on YouTube and Facebook at the current time. So let's talk about this weekend's snow just a little bit, right? Supposed to get a lot of snow, didn't quite get the snow. Everybody making certain travel adjustments. We were out of town. We were in North Carolina, so we had to travel back really quick just to get here before the storm hit. Because also part of my job is plowing and maintaining lots as well that our company owns. So I hope you made it safe. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful snow. I know somebody did. I know Sean did. He loves the snow. This is something new for him, and this is probably the most snow he's ever seen. So what is troublesome to some of us is a blessing for others and an amazement for others. So Pastor Sean, I hope you see this, and I hope you're excited with the snow and go make a snow angel, right? As he did in years past. All right. Because of the snow, we had to rearrange worship a little bit. So we'll talk about that in a minute. And we're also starting a new sermon series as well. All right. Weather for this upcoming week is today we're going to see more of the white stuff. Sean, you get to see more of the white stuff this morning or this afternoon. It'll start this afternoon, and it starts. They're talking around noon, and we're going to get another 2 to 4, probably going to be on the light side of the 2. So we are under a winter weather advisory, so maybe a little blowing snow, and it's going to be cold. High of 28 today. Tuesday is 26 and cloudy. Wednesday is 34 with some flurries. Now, here's the story on Wednesday. The low is going to be 7. The low will be 7. Sorry, I got distracted there. I am at work, so I got other things going on. But the low will be 7. So it's going to be really cold. And later in the week, we've only got highs in the teens. So just stay warm, stay bundled, get inside, because it's going to be cold. Now, we are going to rebound this weekend. Highs in the 30s. This weekend, mid 20s, low 30s is what I had seen. So we will warm up a little bit, if you want to call that a warm up, this weekend. So let's talk about this weekend's worship. With the snow, we canceled services in person this morning, or this weekend. This weekend, and held them all online. So now Saturday at 5 p.m. was something way different. I went to the parsonage, and we recorded right there in the parsonage and got to hear Sean and Sandra sing. What a special time. What just a great message. And so we did that from the parsonage. And then at 10 o'clock, we had the full band. A lot of things were cleared off Sunday morning, and a lot of the roads were clear, but the parking lot had frozen over at the church and was nothing but a sheet of ice. And that's another reason I am not at the church this morning, is because it is melting, but it is still a little slick. So just be careful in those parking lots, because they are very, very, very slick. So we got online that happened at 10. It's a great message. Sean is starting the Songs of Advent. So this is a great new series. It's all the songs that Sean remembers. And if you go back and you listen to the Sunday message, which is on all the podcast platforms, you can hear his reasoning for the songs of Advent. What a great message. This weekend, and I hadn't said anything to him yet, but this weekend we got he told the story of the fork. And if you haven't heard the story of the fork, please go listen to the story of the fork, because it is a great story. It is one of my favorite stories, and it's just about better things to come. So I'll just leave it there because I don't want to ruin the story of the fork in case you have not heard it. So go back and listen to that. You can listen to that on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. It's all right there. So I highly recommend you go back and listen to the Sunday message. Speaking of podcasts, this last week we had one drop on Thanksgiving, and it's all about the children and family and youth ministries that are happening. All kinds of things happening with them, and so I got the pleasure of having Emmy Teese and Sandy Delgado on. Sandy is our new youth director, and Emmy Teese is a co-director of our children and family ministries, and they are doing a fantastic job. They got all kinds of things happening. So tune into the Pekin First podcast, and you'll be able to hear all about the normal weekly things that happen in the children and family and the youth ministries, the monthly things. We have Rock Kids, all kinds of things going on. So I encourage you to tune into the Pekin First podcast and listen to that as well. Unite Kids is, speaking of kids, family and kids ministry, we do have Unite Kids that happens Wednesdays from 6 to 7. Now that happens over at Grace, because they have the indoor gym, right? With the snow and the cold, man, does it come in handy. So get your kids over there for Unite Kids and Bible Buddies from 6 to 7 on Wednesdays. There is a snack at 5:30, so come join the snack at 5:30 and let your kids run out that winter energy. We also, Unite Kids is also the children and family service ministry is also hosting kids Santa breakfast. That is December 6th. So that's this coming Saturday. But here's the kicker to this. Because they're going to have this live nativity, and they've got food, and it's a great breakfast, by the way. It's a fantastic breakfast. You got to register for this one, okay? Because we got to make sure we have enough food. We got to make sure we have just enough of everything for everybody. So register with ETs at pekinfirst.org. Now, if you listen to the Pekin First podcast with Emmy and Sandy Delgado on it, you can, all the email addresses are right there, but it is ETs, ETHIES at pekinfirst.org, and that starts at 9:30 on Saturday. Youth group, they're talking about what a Christian looks like in this world today, and I've got a story about that later, about what a Christian looks like. From one of our own, a story I heard this weekend. So, but they're studying what a Christian looks like in today's world, which is very complicated. And Sandy's doing a great job of going through the times with the youth. They've got a lock-in that happens December 28th. They're going to serve on December 29th. And it's called Feed My Starving Children. You hear more about that also on the Pekin First podcast. And then January 9th through the 11th, they're doing a winter retreat. So if you don't have, if your kids or if you're a youth listening to this, get involved with our children and youth. It's a fantastic way to just get involved, get your kids involved for sure. All right. Other cool things that how Pekin First is giving back. December 11th, we're going to take another trip to the Midwest Food Bank. Now, this has become a monthly thing. We do this once a month-ish, and this month is December 11th, so not this week, but next. And so prepare for that. You can email info@pekinfirst.org to just let them know that you're interested. That happens from 1 p.m. to 3:30. Now, like Sean always says, this is a field trip. So we're going to meet at the church. We hop on the bus and we go to Morton, and we just do great things at the Midwest Food Bank. They feed so many. The need The need this Christmas is huge. Speaking of the need, we're going to ring bells for the Salvation Army on Saturday, December 13th from 10 to 8 p.m. We do have some evening shifts that need filled. We need 2 people to fill them every hour. So it's just 1 hour out of your day, not a huge ask. So ring a bell. We're going to ring it at Walmart. So if you want to sign up, again, email Geraldine at info@pekinfirst.org, or behind the sanctuary, there's a sign-up sheet. And like I said, it's a lot of the evening shifts that we need covered. So if you could take part in that, that would be fantastic. All right, so much going on. It's hard to fit it all in. It's just hard to fit it all in. But we're gonna try, right? We're gonna skim over some things. If you want to see things in great detail, go to our website at pekinfirst.org, or pay attention to our Facebook page. We'll get some posts out this week of just things that are going on. One of the cool things that we do every year is the Timber Creek Nursing Home giving. We collect things for Timber Creek Nursing Home, and we want to deliver these by their Christmas party. So having these things at the church by December 14th would be fantastic, just to get them all in so that the crew can get them over to, we have a great crew that does this, so they can get them over to Timber Creek. Things we're looking for are 12 packs of soda, fun Christmas socks, or Snoopy socks, or whatever. I say Snoopy, I was at a theme park this weekend and it was Snoopy themed. So Snoopy socks, new pens and pencils, adult coloring books, they need basic things like shampoo and body wash. You can get a full list in each entrance of the church. There's collection baskets there and a full list of things that are needed. This next week, Sean and Sandra are going to host an open house. So to get more information on that, email Geraldine at info@pekinfirst.org. They're going to open the parsonage for 2 hours and just kind of let you visit, and it's always a good time for sure. Sandra also has a painting party coming up as well, and I believe that is on the 12th, if I remember correct. Maybe not. It might be. It's next weekend, I believe. So to get that date, we're going to get that on the website as well. I don't think it's there yet, but I will get it there today. So if you're interested in painting with Sandra, she is a great artist. As I was in the parsonage, you can see the art come out in her in the way the place is decorated and the paintings on the walls and just things like that. She's a great artist. So I highly encourage you to email the church and find out the date. And like I said, we'll get it up on the website and post it on Facebook and all the things. So the Monday Mindful Moment, and for those of you who have not seen this podcast before, I do a Monday Mindful Moment that just reminds us that there's so much good in the world, and God He provides it all. When people need it, He will provide. So we broadcast from the sanctuary for the 10 a.m. service, and of course the tech team needs to show up. So one of the guys there, and I guess I won't say his name just because I don't know that he wants the story out, but one of the guys that's on the tech team, his son was leaving to go somewhere, and they live kind of out in the country, and as he was leaving the house, he got down the road. Somebody had slid off into a ditch, and so he called his dad and he said, "Hey, if this guy looks like he's in some pretty serious trouble, but I've got to get to where I'm going. Can you maybe come see if you can pull him out of the ditch? This guy has a pretty large truck." And he said, "Absolutely." So he went out and tried to help him out of the ditch. Unfortunately, he couldn't get him out, but kind of gave him an idea what needed to happen. But spent quite a long time, from what it sounds like, just trying to get him out of the ditch. And so with the winter weather, with the cold, there's so many ways that we can live like Christians and help people out, get people out of the cold, it's just out of the snow, there's accidents that happen because it is icy out there, so be careful. But it is icy out there, so there's accidents that happen, and just things that give us plenty of opportunity to live like a Christian. So I just want to say to that gentleman, you're doing God's work, and that guy, I'm sure, was appreciative of just of the help that you tried to give him. So, all right, I believe that is it for this Monday. So remember, God put us here to do great things. So let's go do great things.